Hey everybody, and welcome back to Serious Cinema, friend Serious Men. I'm your host Gabe Bradham, and with me today are two very, very special people. Number one, we have my co-host and the vice president of the Crimson Tide Appreciation Society. It's Tucker Sennett. And then joining us today, it is a joy, it is a pleasure, it is a privilege. It's friend of the show, Will. Oh, Will, I'm so glad to have you back. Guys, it is Batman Day. Batman is 85 years old, and we've already talked about Batman before. Who we haven't talked about is his villains. So today we're going to be drafting the Batman villains. But first, how are you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm swell. It's Wednesday, but it kind of feels like a Friday because I'm done with a lot of my work for the week and get to enjoy myself and talk about some villains.
Yeah.
One could say I'm chilling like a villain.
Oh, all right. Boo!
That was good. That was
Boo
good.
this man. Throw tomatoes at him. Will, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to be back. I'm ready to talk some villain.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Will, before we do, I want you to do some blind ranking for me. And Tucker's not allowed to help you. I mean, he
Okay.
can chime in, but Will, I'm gonna give you five iconic duos. I'm not gonna tell you what's coming next, and you're gonna rank them in the order you think they should go. Okay?
All right, let's do it.
All right. Here we go. Batman and Robin, and you can put it anywhere from 1 to 5.
I'll go two on that one.
Okay. Wow. Grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Mm.
That's
Powerful,
a
powerful combination.
that's a good one. I think I'll go four.
Wow,
Okay.
Will, the Midwestern listeners just punched their tables and screamed in pain. You don't understand, Will. That's not a joke. All right. Peanut butter and jelly.
Mm.
Textbook
I'll
one here.
go. I don't know if it's a textbook one. I think I'm gonna go number three.
What?
Okay.
Whoa. Okay. All right. So remind me what two spots you have open. You have 1 and 5.
One and five.
All right. Here we go. Salt and pepper. Or as John
Oh,
Mulaney said, Patrick Stewart once said, salt and pepper.
I think salt and pepper. It's too much of a classic to not be number one.
okay.
Wow, fuck you then, man.
I know
Because
it's
the last
class.
one was Tucker and Gabe.
Yeah, I
Fuck
knew.
you. You
I
are
think
horrible.
I think
Why do
that's
you hate us
that's
so much?
That's five. I'd say Will and Tucker would be maybe a better
Oh,
option.
I'm not
gang up.
frozen. My heart is broken. I'm crying right now. Will,
Shambles.
I always thought that you and I were like brothers, and you've stabbed me in the back at two
I'm sorry.
Will. How dare you? How dare you? Well, guys, we got a little bit of movie news. Some of it's really interesting. Starting with a little Marvel news, we got the trailer for Thunderbolts. Will, you're too cool for Marvel, so I'm just gonna assume you haven't watched it. Yeah,
No,
which
I
case I'm
watched it.
wrong.
I watched it.
All right, what are your thoughts? You give me big I love the Pixies vibes. So
The Pixies, the band.
yes.
Yeah, they're a good band.
Okay.
The
What are your thoughts on
band.
Um,
that trailer?
I thought the trailer was good. It looked better than most recent Marvel movies. I think.
I think that's a fair comp.
Will
Yeah, and I
you are you
like.
not
I
bumping
think
Agatha all along, bro? Come on now.
I haven't watched it. I'm sorry, but no, I think no, I'm excited to see the Winter Soldier back on the big screen. I think he's a cool character, and Sebastian Stan's great, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Tucker, your thoughts?
I think it looks like they're trying to experiment with some darker tone stuff. I think several people are gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, it's kind of a wait and see. I think if I like the new Captain America movie, which is also a wait and see, I'll be more excited for this.
Yeah, that one.
Is
I
that
feel more
fair?
confident that Thunderbolts will be good than I feel like Captain America: Brave New World. I think is what it's called. Will be good no matter
Yeah.
what. Harrison Ford took the paycheck, and I respect him getting the bag because he like almost died making Dial of Destiny, and then everyone Tucker was like, not good enough, not good enough, not a good enough movie. No way, brother. And I was like, hey man, I thought that was pretty good. I liked when he went into Italy. That was pretty awesome movie making. So, we're all different. All right, next, Deadpool and Wolverine. It kind of rocked, but it was also mindless. Do you guys think the Academy Awards will like it? Because Disney
Nice.
is trying to run Hugh Jackman for Best Supporting Actor.
I think it's a joke. Like, I think it's a
I
publicity
don't think
stunt.
that's a joke, brother. They
No, I
saw
think
Sam Jackson in the piano lesson and they said, that's a soft nomination. We got this right here. We got this on lock, Hugh. This is yours. Screw Prisoners. Screw Logan. Deadpool and Wolverine.
it bugs me because his performance in Logan is much better than it is in this movie, and that was like would have been a joke if that was nominated. So the fact that they're bringing
okay.
this,
I kind of thought
no,
it
no,
should
no,
have
no,
been.
no, but at the time, Gabe,
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
for us it would not be a joke, but like they don't do comic book movies, so it's just disappointing that Disney, they're definitely gonna hype this up as, well, we're making up for last time. It's like, fuck off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think it's perfectly reasonable for a Marvel movie to win an Oscar, even for Best Actress, like in the Black Panther 2. Um, but I don't think that this Wolverine character is exactly what the Academy is looking for.
Yeah, Will, Letitia Wright, maybe she should have been ran. I know Angela Bassett was. Maybe Letitia Wright should have been ran for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. How do you agree with her politically wise? Anything you want to say, with some of her thoughts? Anything, just like jump on, man. Like, what are your thoughts on what she's bringing to the table?
The
5G and stuff.
geopolitical landscape.
Yeah. No. Will,
Yeah.
just spit some bars, man.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with her views.
Oh, you weren't familiar with their game. I understand. All right, guys. One last thing. We good answer. Good answer. As a public relations graduate, good answer. We are all pretty big Ang Lee fans. I know for many of, I think all three of us, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon rocks incredibly hard. I'm not crazy about Life of Pi, but I'm not gonna say no to Tiger in Boat. Like, I'm down with that. Well, Ang Lee has set his next movie, filming in spring 2025 to release in winter 25. It's entitled Bruce Lee. It's a Bruce Lee biopic starring his son Mason Lee. Yes, Tucker.
I think we can all agree that Ang Lee's masterpiece is his.
If you say the Hulk, I'm throwing you into the sun. I'm throwing you into the sun. But in that movie, they were just like, Nick Nolte beat his wife, so now Ed Banner's the Hulk. It makes sense. And we were all like, even for 2003, this doesn't make sense.
Eric Bana is so compelling.
No, Tucker. He isn't. Stop trying to make Bana happen. Bana's never going to happen. We tried with Troy. It didn't work. Get over it. Okay. I've got a strange energy tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Something about Will brings up the demon in me. It's demon hours with Will.
I imagine you're just itching to get off and watch the yeah, I knew that the phrasing, but you're just itching to watch the Vince McMahon documentary where
I watched that at 12. That was incredible, Tucker. It is my streaming recommendation. Don't give it away. I literally went live at midnight.
That's what mine was gonna be.
And I said, "Oh, Vince, yes. Vince McMahon, incredible. Book it, Vince. Book it." Okay, Bruce Lee, directed by Ang Lee, starring Mason Lee. I don't know anything about Mason Lee as an actor, so I don't know if it's a nepo pick or if he's the right choice. But Bruce Lee is awesome. Very fascinating story. And Ang Lee's had these weird stumbles, right? He did the Billy Lynn halftime walk movie where they're like, soldiers make us cry, man. And I was like, okay, sure. But for an entire movie? Okay.
Gabe, I had to watch that in a American military history class at Syracuse. A great professor by the name of Alan Allport. Sure. I'm not sure why he chose that film.
Is that the only film you watched?
No, we also watched we watched the battle scenes in Barry Lyndon.
So
those are good scenes.
You had SPR there. You had the Pacific Band of Brothers.
Barry Lyndon and Billy Lynn's halftime walk.
I would rather watch The Patriot with Mel G going fucking crazy.
He said that the battle sequences of Barry Lyndon were the most historically accurate for that time period.
He's obviously never seen Mel Gibson hand his 5-year-old children's rifles and go, hold it steady. We gotta save your brother. Mel. But yeah, no, Bruce Lee sounds fun. I'm interested. It definitely seems like an Academy Awards push. And no matter what, Ang Lee's last movie was Gemini Man with 1.5 Will Smiths delivering like a half a performance. So it can't be worse than that. It can't. That's the bottom. That's the floor. And the bar is so incredibly low. All we could do is trip on it. Guys, Batman villains. Does Batman have the coolest villains? Tucker, Will, thoughts there?
I think it's Gabe and I were talking about this the other day. It's pretty. Yes, Batman does, and the only competition is Spider-Man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Yeah, I agree with that. That's like those are like the top two, you know.
Yeah, because nobody else just has the depth. There's not the same depth for anybody else, and both of their galleries kind of overlap with a lot of other heroes. I would say more so Batman than Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's guys get around just because of the New York thing. You get the Daredevil overlap. You get
true.
Who else is in New York, Gabe?
Um,
Jessica.
Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you know I love the Fantastic Four. Yeah, it's always weird though when there's like a Spider-Man villain fighting someone else because like only Spider-Man can fight his villains. Captain America's like running on the ground as Green Goblin is dropping bombs from the sky, and Steve Rogers like, "Hold on, I'll get there eventually. Don't worry, I've got a shield just for this situation." And it's like, come on, you old man, do something. So, no, who knows? Why are Batman villains so good? Is it a confluence of the writers? Maybe the dark subject material? What do you guys think there?
I just think it's a very diverse cast of characters that all and it's like because he doesn't have superpowers, they're all I would say I mean not grounded, but they're like a little bit more plausible at times
Yeah.
than Spider-Man and other than other people's villains. I don't know if that makes sense, but like
It does. You know,
also
removing the poison ivies and the man bats. We had
yeah
John Wayne
yeah
Gacy, a serial killer dressed as a clown. We had that. You know,
it
Bane.
happened.
I'm really strong. I take steroids. Not much is stopping me from breaking people's backs. You know, just a lot of different stuff that could happen. I agree with those. Will, anything that you would add to it?
Yeah, I like them because I mean, like the big ones are pretty realistic, but when you get to looking at it, some of them get like pretty weird. Like he's got multiple like Alice in Wonderland characters as some of
Yep. Yep.
his
Yep. Yep.
villains, which I think that's great. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I think
they're
a huge
they're
part of it. Go ahead, Tucker.
they're very creative, all of
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a huge part of it is that Batman just has the best media of any superhero when you combine Batman the animated series, the new adventures of Batman, and then the Arkham games. And what the Arkham games did so well, and Tucker and I talked about this on our best video games episode, is they had these really fleshed out side quests where it'd be like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about the Mad Hatter, but now he's kidnapping people and I'm in Alice in Wonderland. Okay, I'm down. Sure. Like that's cool to me. So you get
we've also
lots of cool representations of them. Yes, Tucker.
we've also reached a point where I think this is kind of the separator. His villains are so good that they're getting their own content now.
They are, and that's why we're doing this Joker Folie à Deux coming out. I'll say this about it: screenings for critics are not until the day before release, guys.
Oh no, not that again.
So not no bueno. The only thing that could explain that is the end just being leaked, and the new trailer confirms the leak of the leak of the end by THR. I was like, God damn it, I'm just upset now. But Penguin rocks. It rocks so hard. My guy Victor, like I'm just yes, I would buy a Victor Funko Pop. That's my litmus test. If a show, a piece of media, a movie, if it's working on me and I want to buy their Funko Pop, you know, I left Godzilla X Kong the New Empire going, why don't I have a baby Kong Funko Pop? What's up with that? And promptly ordered one because that's being a good American.
That is good.
That's
capital.
So here's what I'm thinking. That 2 out of 3 majority rule. it to, let's say Tucker drafts. He's not going to draft this person, but Tucker's like, I've always thought Sinestro and Batman had a deep hatred for each other. And Will and I could be like, not a Batman villain, not a Batman villain. And that's not eligible.
Fair.
So we'll do 2/3 ruling. We're only drafting Batman rogues, but we can debate on a couple of them. There's some overlap. We'll do 5 each, and we'll do a snake draft because there's a pretty top heavy number 1. And the reason for that, in my opinion, is because Batman is the only comic book character, except for maybe Green Goblin, that gets to do heinous shit to the person he's tormenting. The Joker murdered Jason Todd violently with a crowbar, and then paralyzed Barbara Gordon, and then did some stuff to Barbara Gordon's dad that I'm not going to say because it's really fucked up. Bane broke the Batman's back and was like, get up, bitch. Broke his back again. Many times. Green Goblin did kill Gwen Stacy, so, not good. But those are really like the characters that get to do that heinous shit. Tucker, would you like to flip a coin?
Well, we can't flip a coin. There's 3 of us.
Yeah.
So a 3-sided coin.
If you allow share screen, I can do a list randomizer if you'd like to see, or if you want to just trust me, I can.
Tucker, I've always tried. You're like a husband.
Okay. Maybe not, but
if Will said list generator, I'd say absolutely not. Don't trust him as far as I can throw it.
List randomizer pressing. The order is number 3, Tucker.
Yes.
Number 2, Will. Number 1, Gabriel Bradham.
Victory for the Gabe gang. Oh, wow. I'd just like to say thank you to me, because I did all this myself. And thank you to 16 years without sexual intercourse for helping me establish this list. Praise Jesus.
Good.
With my number 1 pick in round 1, I will be taking the Joker. Or, Clown Prince of Crime.
Boring.
Mr. McScary. Not boring. Screw you. What makes the Joker so incredible, as I mentioned, not only is the darkness they allow this character to perpetuate in Batman's life, there's also just these incredible performances of this character, because everyone wants to play the Joker because you get to be a horrible person. So, in 1989, you get Jack Nicholson, and it's like a little bit dark, but also he's like dancing to Prince while like destroying a museum. And he's like, put on my music. So
I like your dance.
I'm down with it. And then, you get Heath Ledger obviously winning the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in a performance that I just forget how good it is until I rewatch the movie. And then I'm on the floor and I'm just like, God damn, that is everything you could hope for in a performance. I really enjoyed Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. Now there's this like sentiment that Joker was never a good movie, and I mean it's maybe like slightly derivative of a few things, but Joaquin Phoenix is terrifying. I mean, not to spoil the first Joker, but it came out 5 years ago. There's a scene where he brutally murders somebody with a door, and then a little person is trying to get out, and they can't reach the doorknob, and you're like, oh, Joker's gonna slaughter this man. And you're terrified of him. And then obviously Mark Hamill's iconic voice work as the Joker. And I love everything about him, from the ambiguous background to the 3 Joker storyline. Incredible. Proud to have the Joker. I'm going to lose everyone cool, and my next pick is going to be the Condiment King. So I'm just kind of prepared for that now. But I'm cool with the Joker. Big W. Take your next pick.
Yeah, that's me, right?
Yeah,
it sure is. You would be Big W.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Two-Face.
I
think.
Okay, you just gave Tucker the win. Screw you, Will.
I don't think I did. I think he's better than Penguin, Riddler, Scarecrow, all those guys. Two-Face is great. I think his in The Dark Knight, he's fantastic. I forget the actor's name, but he's great in
That's Aaron Eckhart. Put some
Frankenstein movie. Yeah, in the Frankenstein movie. I love I, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein with the gargoyles?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
What? Oh, Will, you smoked
I
before
don't
this, didn't
understand.
you? You lit a bowl and you were like, "Oh yeah, gonna be on a
So good
podcast."
memory of that game. There or of that film. Will's dad actually we were hanging out after probably a seventh grade day of school at one point, and Will's dad came home from the Best Buy with the Blu-ray copy of I Frankenstein and the brand new copy of Wolfenstein: A New Order.
Okay,
So we
well,
had a
that's a great game.
Transylvanian. It is a great game. We had a Transylvanian afternoon where, while Wolfenstein was downloading on the Xbox, we watched I Frankenstein on the Blu-ray, and
Okay.
it's safe to say one of the things was significantly better than the other.
Will, I just want to say it's not your fault. I'm sorry your dad did that to you. If you ever want to talk about it, man, this is a safe space. But that's just an insane take, especially because he's been good in so many other things that your brain went to I Frankenstein. Find God, seek help, brother.
What's the movie where he's the chef with Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Don't know, but you could have said any given Sunday, thank you for
Okay.
smoking. You there's just, and you were like, I Frankenstein, I love the gargoyles. Good movie, good picture. What a picture.
It's fine. It's not very good. Okay. With my number first round.
Wait, really quick, Will, did you have anything else you wanted to say about Two-Face? I didn't mean to hijack that like an
Oh no,
Idris
it's
Elba
fine. It's
show.
fine.
I just kind of blacked out once you said I Frankenstein. So
No, I love Two-Face. When I was a kid, I loved Batman Forever.
Hmm.
And I love Tommy Lee Jones in that movie. He's so awesome. That's just such a great character.
Tommy Lee
okay.
Jones is one of the redeeming qualities of that movie, I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
Yeah, cool. All right, Tucker. Next pick, man.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I think maybe something happened to you guys in childhood. An event that like you guys experienced together and you suppressed. Mystic River type situation. And I have numbers for good therapists, and I'm willing to help you guys. I've got arms wide open like a Creed song. Okay. You just gotta take them and I'll help you.
Okay. Ooh, this is tough because there's a few directions I could go, but I think I have to go with the person that I want. Oh wait, I have back-to-back picks. It doesn't matter. Okay. First round pick, I'm taking Bane because he's so large and just he's been I like the there's very different portrayals of him across Batman media because you get obviously the incredibly grounded Dark Knight Rises Bane with Tom Hardy. You adapted to the dark. I was born in it. And then you merely adapted to the dark. Sorry, I had to do it one more time. And then we
Your
got,
balls, Tucker. Give me your balls. Coffee, please. Let me see them.
Anyway,
that's Bane if he was at your physical.
That's Bane if he also became Sean Connery, if he was played by Sean Connery. Yeah. Can you imagine? That would be incredible. Anyway, then you got the more traditional, luchador dressed Bane with the fun mask and Venom, and he's just he's definitely, I would say, the trickiest fight for Batman a lot of the time because he's just a massive human being that is also a capable fighter. The Arkham Origins Bane is one of the more fun versions because he's like an assassin and cartel guy. Like he's sick. He's like a mercenary. I don't remember exactly what it is,
Yeah,
but
and then there's a
it's
multiplayer mode that no one played where you can play as Bane. That happened. Do you even know that that was
oh
a thing? Yeah.
no, I
And then you
didn't.
fight him like 5
Incredible.
times, and in the final one, he has no neck, and it was representation for people like me. It was really moving stuff.
That's good. I'm glad you were moved by that. Okay. Second pick, or I guess first pick of second round. I am taking an impersonation that I really want Gabe to do. I will be taking Victor Fries aka Mr. Freeze, because Gabe, just go ahead and do Arnold for me
Yeah.
before I break down Mr. Freeze.
Of course. And my cat just walked in here and is desperate for attention, which is maybe a psychosomatic
So why
trait to
don't
make
you
you
tell
guys
your
take someone else. But
tell
this
your
is
cat to
this is my
freeze.
this is my message to my cat. Cat, don't do that, or I'm going to put you on ice and then ship you to Springfield, Ohio. Tucker, it's going to be
That was
a cold
great.
day in hell when Will wins this draft.
Victor Freeze, great villain. Obviously, we got the Arnold version, which some people like Gabe and I. We took a lot away from Arnold's portrayal. We had fun with it. Not everybody had fun with it. That's okay. It's just like, it's a very fun concept, an ice villain. And it works so well with the holidays. You can have some fun with that. Obviously, probably produced the best episode ever of Batman the Animated Series, I would say, with Heart of Ice. And great, like, always has seemingly pretty entertaining redemption arcs as a villain, because it's like, you're kind of conflicted. Is he really doing the wrong thing? Probably. He does murder a lot of people with the ice ray, but he also, like, respect your wife's sick, you're trying to save her. I would murder some people with the ice ray if my wife was sick. Why not?
Yeah. Like, let's say Will is dying, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Are you
Either of
ice
you
raying
guys.
people?
Yes.
What about me? Would you do the same for me?
Wow.
Yes, I said either of you guys.
Oh,
I would
thank you. I
ice ray.
appreciate that. You're a good man,
Yeah,
Tucker.
that's very nice. Very kind.
Any friend of the show is getting ice rayed.
Oh wow.
Or is people are going to get ice rayed.
You cannot ice ray Will. He's our glue guy.
No.
It's funny. As the episodes go on, I just keep coming with different things for Will. I think 2 weeks ago I called him our Juicy Juice. I guess Will might not have heard that one. I thought we'd get like a strongly worded text about calling Will our Juicy Juice, but apparently not.
Could you explain that? Could you just explain that
feel free to
nickname
elaborate.
maybe?
I think we were talking about if the show is like PBS Kids and the PBS Kids sponsor was always Chuck E. Cheese and Juicy Juice, I would say that you'd be Juicy Juice, because I don't want to call you Chuck E. Cheese, because it's like Will is the place where a kid can be a kid. Are you kidding me? I don't think so. I'm not letting you on the show if that's how you act. So it has to be the Juicy Juice, which is like pretty solid juice. Like, let's be like, that's good stuff. Juicy Juice apple. I'm locked in.
Yeah,
Will,
yeah.
time for you to lock in your pick in the second round.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Penguin.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
You kind of have to, right? Yeah, no, the Penguin's great. I love Danny DeVito Penguin. I love his little flipper hands. He's great in the video game too, the Arkham games, and he's great in the Lego Batman games, which I love.
Great take. Great take.
That glide ability, so handy.
The glide ability is great. I like his little like Lego penguin.
Yep, he's got the penguins, and then he dies, and he goes, and you're like, "Oh no, the penguin is dead."
That sound was so high pitched.
Wow, it was so high pitched you couldn't. It was. I'll get closer. Is this good for you? Did you hear that?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's what he does when he dies.
Yeah.
Also, the new show. The first episode was fantastic.
It was. I knew it was going to be good, and then something pretty major happens at the beginning, and I sat forward. I was like,
yeah.
I said, wow. Yeah. It was incredible. Speaking of the gamer lean, nobody has made me do that more in a movie than Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns. So I will take Catwoman here.
Good pick.
Feel like that makes sense. I saw that and said, hope this doesn't awaken anything in me. It did. wow, just a powerful, intoxicating force. Anne Hathaway,
Really,
Catwoman. Go ahead, Tucker.
really 4 for 4 on the beautiful women portraying Catwoman.
We really are. We really are. Um, yeah, wow. Hey, Tucker, you should play Catwoman. Have you ever
Yeah,
thought about that?
yeah,
That could
maybe
be
I'd be
like
I'd
your
be
drag
elegant. I'd be
persona.
dainty. I'd be very dainty.
You do have extremely tiny wrists.
Just
So
just to
that
clarify, just to clarify who the four are. We got Michelle Pfeiffer,
Mhm,
we got Halle Berry,
correct.
we got Anne Hathaway, and we
Mhm.
got Zoe Kravitz, 4 for 4.
This
Who
this
are we?
Julie Newmar erasure will not stand.
Is
She was
she in
also
Gotham?
hot.
Is
No,
she
What
she
about
was
Gotham?
Eartha
60,
Kitt?
60s Catwoman.
Oh, 60s Catwoman. Right, right. What about Gotham?
No, that was a child. So
But weren't they
no.
like 18 in that show?
I don't think so, boss. I think
Okay,
you might be
okay.
alone on Tucker Island of this one.
No,
Eartha Kitt,
no.
not hot because she's too much like Yzma. Wrong
Okay.
Yeah, that's
lever,
fair. That's fair.
Batman. You know, I can't do that. Catwoman, just a cool character, and it's also cool because there's all the love angles with Batman, and she's just a cool character. I think right now in comics, she and Batman are married and they have a child,
Hmm.
so it's pretty sweet. Also, in the Injustice games, in the first one, Catwoman just straight up breaks your neck as her super move, and then you're like the person she's fighting just gets up, and I'm like, no, they're paralyzed from the neck down, but I appreciate this NetherRealm. So then with my third pick, this is where it gets tricky. A lot of different untapped potentials here. Kind of like, never mind, I'm not gonna finish that. I think I was gonna make another joke about Tucker Island, but I decided
No,
to holster the gun on that one.
cutting that one
Uh,
off.
I think I will take the Scarecrow. And the reason I'm going to take Scarecrow is because one, Cillian Murphy is just cooking in Batman Begins. He is, Nicholas Holt in the menu, except he's better than Nicholas Holt in the menu. Scarecrow also would just be
Oh,
terrifying. My biggest thing though is like he really couldn't get me because my biggest fear is abandonment. So what is he gonna do? Spray me and then I can't like everyone's gone? Oh no! Ah, my biggest fear is like abandonment and then like thinking like the rapture is gonna happen and I'm gonna wake up and everyone's gonna be gone. For a while there, guys, that like really got to me. I thought everyone was gonna be raptured away and there would just be like piles of clothes everywhere.
good thing.
I was pretty traumatized.
Good thing you watched The Passion
Yeah, no,
to make.
Passion of the Christ is really what secured it for me. Maybe I should say like I'm scared of like beautiful Latinas so that when Scarecrow gets me, I'm like, okay. Uh there's also just like the Great Justice Society or the League of Superheroes or Super Friends, whatever it was called in the 60s. They had a
Yeah.
cartoon and one of the villains was Scarecrow. And in the
Mm.
early 2000s, we made him the butt of every meme. And he was like, I should have learned and studied dance like I wanted to. Screw you, mom. And it was just some great stuff. Scarecrow, great. Arkham Knight, I mean, he kills Batman. Kills
Yeah,
Batman. So, like, that's
he
a
does.
check in the win column. I will say I love the Arkham Scarecrow with the nails and the syringes for hands, very Freddy Krueger inspired.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be so much cooler with those because I'd be like typing. I'd be like, 1 moment, please, with my needles. I'll see you in just 1 second, okay? I just feel like
Like
that would really up my potential.
that would be good for like if you worked at the DMV.
Oh, absolutely. But it's like, oh, hope you're not scared of long lines. And then everyone's next to me laughing, and they're like, that's criminal the Scarecrow. He's been rehabilitated and works at the DMV. So,
Good.
Will, I think you get to pick next, buddy.
Okay. I am gonna go with the Riddler.
Mm, strong.
Yeah.
Nigma.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was
Oh,
yeah,
are you laughing?
I was
Is that word funny to you, Will? Something about the first part of it? Is that funny? Is that a joke to you?
no, he's well the name Edward Nigma is funny because Enigma.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why I was laughing,
mansplaining.
of course.
Will, that was I can't believe you. You're on the second ever episode published on our YouTube, and you have the gall to mansplain to me? I'll tell you what, buddy. I know about the Riddler. I can fucking read. Tucker, get your friend in check. This is insane. This is horrible.
Sorry.
Do you have a
really
favorite
sorry.
riddle?
I didn't mean to mansplain, okay? I'm an ally. I'm an ally.
Do you have a favorite riddle?
Do I have a favorite riddle?
Yeah.
I don't know many riddles actually.
What do you think
hit you with
the
this one?
Riddler's favorite riddle is?
I've got one. Are you ready?
What?
Hey, Tucker,
Yes.
or either of you guys, what killed the dinosaurs?
Time.
The Ice Age. Ah 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 ah. Ha ha, Batman, I got you. Ah ah ah.
Thank you, Arnold.
Where did my dad go? I'm not sure. It's not
Okay,
funny, man.
Will, what anything else about the Riddler that you'd like to say?
Yeah, I love Jim Carrey's performance. I actually read something the other day that he was going to shave a question mark in his head, but he was going to divorce court, so he couldn't do it. And that was a fun fact. I like that. I thought that was funny.
Jim Carrey, dedicated to his craft. Got to give him credit.
Yeah, he's a method guy. You know,
He's a method guy. Just
you don't want to mess with those guys.
ask all the Andy Kaufman people. Gabe, would you go full method for the pod?
If you're asking what I would do for divorce court, thanks for asking. I think I would show up in I'm thinking just nothing but like pierced nipples. And I'd just like walk in and be like, I'll tell you why I deserve full custody. I'm willing to commit to the bit. And they're like, sir, put some clothes on. This is a public place. And I'll be like, if you want to stop me, you're going to have to fucking kill me. And then they tase me in front of your children.
Bailiff.
And yeah. And they're just like, sir, you named your son Crimson and your other one Tide. And I was like, I did that because I fucking love them. So I blacked out for a second there, guys. I don't know what happened. Something came over me. No, I think the Riddler is a great pick. It's kind of weird because the two portrayals we have of him in conventional media in the movie space is all the way on one spectrum, incel serial killer, kind of like John Doe from Seven, and then Jim Carrey talking with his ass going, riddle me this, riddle me that, man. How are you gonna stop me, Batman? And it's like, whoa, where's the middle? Let's find the middle, guys. Like he can kill people, but maybe not talk with his ass, you know?
I feel like the Riddler doesn't get a lot of love in the animated series.
Well, they make him a little bitch. Like
no, well that and he just doesn't get a lot of screen time, I feel like. In very few of the movies, and then not a lot in the original animated series, but I don't know, maybe that's just me.
It's because if he's not killing people, there's nothing you can make him do that scary.
Yeah.
The Riddler's painted a giant green question mark on the new statue of Thomas Wayne. And Batman's like, I will not stand for this. I'm the knight. And the Riddler's like, it's a question mark, Batman. Who knows what it could be? And you're like,
I will say the Arkham games do wonders for the Riddler.
Although by the end of them,
I think they do the opposite. I think they do the opposite.
Yeah, no, they make you hate him. They make him a great villain by making you hate him.
No, I don't think they make him a great villain at all. He's just annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't scare anybody.
That's his intention.
Well, if I give you a Riddler trophy, like prison wallet type situation, like, because it's got the curve, but if you can make it past that, you're fine. I don't know. Maybe you go like curve first. You don't start with the base. I don't know. It's a good
you can't
question.
start with the base.
Well, I don't know. Will, you're the prison wallet expert here. I wouldn't pour the master, brother. I'm doing whatever you tell me to.
I'm not sure about that.
No, I think Riddler is a good pick.
It is a good pick.
This is where Tucker's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna take the Condiment King and Clock King. I'm gonna take Onomatopoeia. Love that guy. I'm gonna take the Phantasm. They were in one movie, but that was pretty solid work.
The Phantasm is a good villain. Not my pick here. My pick here is going to be. I'm gonna go with Poison Ivy first.
Hot.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman. Oh me.
Yeah. Yes, please. Just like also just a cool concept for a villain. Yeah. If you've ever listened to what was it called? The Spotify did this like really cool Batman podcast thing that was like an
Coleman
audio.
Domingo played Batman, didn't he?
No. The guy from Black Panther. Not Chadwick Boseman, the big guy. Winston Duke played Batman.
No.
And he's good. He's damn good. And then I forget, I want to say, I forget what her name is, but it's one of the ladies from Umbrella Academy played Poison Ivy, and she was very good. She had a very sexy voice in this audiobook thing. But
It's Batman Unburied is the audio
Unburied.
series.
Yes, it's cool. It's cool. It's worth checking out. They did like a Riddler spin-off of it too, because the Riddler in it is really good. I forget what the cast is for the Riddler, but it's fun. Anyway, Poison Ivy. I feel like the mind control aspect can do a lot of benefits for a villain. I feel like that's going to cause problems for no matter who you're fighting. So that's always a perk. Also very attractive. Also seemingly always gives Batman trouble. So felt like it was a good pick. Get some female representation on the team. That's important to my team. So, you know.
Yeah, Will, what's up with that, man?
I was agreeing. I was agreeing with it.
He was agreeing. He was agreeing.
Like I said, I'm an ally. Okay.
He is an ally. Okay. My next pick on my first round draft options, everybody has been taken except for one guy, and I'm kind of shocked he's still here. Give me Ra's al Ghul.
Solid pick. Pick. Wanted him. Good pick.
I think I'm spelling this right, but I'm not sure.
RA''S lowercase ALGHUL.
I almost got it.
It's weird to say. Anytime someone is played by Liam Neeson, they are instantly 300% cooler.
Yes.
That's just the rules. Even Guy in Nonstop, directed by Jean-Claude Sarad, director of the film Jungle Cruise, is just cooler because he's played by Liam Neeson. And Ra's al Ghul, what's cool about him is he's just like, I'm gonna have a dramatic death. Then 10 episodes or 10 issues later, be like, I'm back, bitch, and I'm crazier than ever because they put me in the pool.
Yeah. The Lazarus pit of goop. We got a goop reference.
Tucker loves goop. What can I say? He's a big substance guy.
We've been averaging goop. We've been averaging about one goop reference an episode since Romulus came out.
Yep.
And we're just gonna keep it going for as long as we can.
Gabe
really
spraying that goop all over.
Isn't Goop the name of Gwyneth Paltrow's company, where she sells?
Look, Will,
her interesting scented candles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Will, how would you describe the smell? I believe you've purchased it. So just what are like the top notes, middle? What are you getting at the bottom after a deep inhale? Just like paint me a word picture. I gotta know.
Let me see. A little bit. Okay, I haven't got one in a couple years because I ran out. But
yeah, that happens.
I get a little bit of the Coldplay guy in there.
Chris Martin. Will, you dirty dog. You're insane. I'm a little curious how you know. You're just like, it was all yellow.
Well, I'm assuming she is faithful.
One that came out 2 years ago was called Hands Off My Vagina.
Yeah. Tucker, I'm just gonna clip that, right? I edit the show. There's gonna be a break in the middle, and you're gonna hear Tucker go, "Hands off my vagina." And everyone's gonna go, "Why did Tucker say that?"
They've expanded into clothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's probably like something really important that we're all trivializing here. But there's probably like a fish joke you could have made, Will. That was like right there. Low hanging fruit.
I thought that was too obvious. I thought that was too obvious.
And low hanging fruit is the opposite of what the candle smells like. If it was a man, maybe. I feel a little
bit bad at the hands off my candle, and because it's like an abortion rights activism thing. So
Will's an ally, so we're covered there.
I'm an ally.
We're good.
Don't worry.
Will makes monthly donations to the NAACP, Howard University. He's a fighter for the rights. Will's invited to the cookout. Will's for the culture.
I'm not sure. Are you? Can you say that?
I think I can. I'm pretty sure.
We got sidetracked by the Lazarus Pit goop.
Yeah.
But bringing us back, reining it in. That was a reference to the 2023 masterpiece called Maestro for all
Yep.
those who didn't
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, we loved it.
We did. Ra's al Ghul.
It was an all right movie.
Okay.
Shut up, Will.
We don't need to go there. Ra's al Ghul he's like a ninja, but he's also like a Middle Eastern ninja. So he's like a League of Assassins. We got reference to us Hashashin, that kind of thing. He's a lot of fun. He's definitely a good nemesis for Batman because he trained Batman in a lot of the canon. And so it's like the fighting styles clash very well. Also has an attractive daughter who has a child with Batman, who then he becomes a Robin, right?
Yeah, Damian Wayne becomes Robin. He's a little
Wayne,
dick. He should be thrown into a blender. I mean, just like bad guy, straight
Oh
up.
yeah.
Bad vibes pick. Tucker, you chose Poison Ivy and Ra's al Ghul, but Poison Ivy had for a while, she was part of a plant-themed team of supervillains.
That's
and
right.
There was one of them who used his powers to grow cheap pot, which he'd be a hero in this economy. Tucker, just you try and guess that man's name.
Seth Rogen.
No, well, he might play him. The Floronic Man. Any chance we see a Floronic Man draft pick tonight?
I wasn't familiar.
I didn't even know who that was.
Yeah.
Will, is the Floronic Man more of a hero for you? With that bowl you smoked
really
before
say.
the episode. So you said, "Thank you, Floronic Man. You made my dime bag a penny bag."
You're putting words in my mouth, okay? I denounce all drug use.
Oh wow. Okay. What about the goop? What about the goop from Prometheus, though?
I mean, okay. I will say, because I don't really want to mess with that stuff based on what it did to the character in the new movie.
Sure,
Fair.
sure.
Sure.
Tucker, I've never even smoked weed. I don't drink alcohol. If you offered me the goop from Prometheus, I'd be fucking black tar heroin up in that shit. I need you to know right now. I'd freebase the fucking goop from Prometheus, so I can finally be 7 foot tall and play for the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay? Yeah, am I probably going to become some sort of violent alien? For sure, but Brooke Lopez gets to retire because of me. I'm for the city.
I feel like the effect it would have on you, it would just turn you into Rob Bob.
That's yeah.
Well, that is who it is. It is.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but I feel like it would just turn like Rob, the baby turned into the gross alien. Gabe would just turn into Rob Bob.
That'd be incredible. I mean, if I could be a little more fluid in the paint, that's everything we need.
Yeah.
And if the 3-point shooting numbers could go up. Okay, maybe it wouldn't be incredible, but it's better than where I am now. Tucker, I thought you were going to say something incredibly mean and be like, you take that shit and you look like a meatball.
Oh,
I was just like waiting for something mean. So I guess I don't have the best standards of you.
No.
Will, I think you get to pick now.
Yes, he does. Kite Man.
Big candle fan. Will.
I'm gonna go with Killer Croc.
Good pick.
Yeah, good pick. Good pick. That's good.
I used to have a Batman Lego set with Killer Croc. It was one of my favorite minifigures. I've since lost it, and I've spent the rest of my life looking for it, honestly, because it was just that cool.
Do they not make that
what?
minifigure anymore?
It was, I don't know, it was like 15 years ago, so probably not.
This is catastrophe.
I know.
Well, I found it for $20 online on eBay.
Okay, well, not all of us have $20 to throw around. Okay,
I know what Will's getting for Christmas. Friends of the show.
No, that's great. I love that. But no, I'm choosing Killer Croc because of the original Suicide Squad movie.
Oh.
Yeah, Will, who played him? I just want to know if you know. And I want you to say his name.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I know.
I could not tell you.
I know.
I think I saw that movie one time in theaters when it came out, 8 years ago?
I know.
Hey, Tucker, $1 to pronounce his name right now.
No.
I put it right on the
Wait, what?
Google sheet. All you got to do is just say it. Just say his name.
on the Google sheet.
Yep, it's on the Google sheet. Hold on, I'll make it bigger.
Adewale,
Yep, there you go. Yeah, just read that for me, man.
Adewale, Akinwumi, Agbaje.
Yep, you're going to hell. You shouldn't have taken
What?
the answer.
That's pretty close.
No, that is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's like not in that movie at all. He
No.
is rocking a cool hoodie. Will, you did draft a cannibal. And I'm just curious what you think about the filmatic stylings of Army Hammer. I don't know. You seem like you like the Lone Ranger, probably everything Johnny Depp is doing there. So if you just want to expand on that for us, go ahead.
Barry Pepper in that movie.
Yeah, true. Silence of the Lambs. Just whatever you
Look,
whatever
I
you
think, I think Army Hammer gets a bad rap, honestly. I think he's.
Wow, that's worse than
I
my
love
the culture comment. Will, that's
I love
he ate
The
people.
Man from Uncle. I love The Man from Uncle. That's a great movie. And I think what he does in the bedroom is up to him. It's not on any of us. Who are we to judge him,
That was some real Bill Clinton, don't ask, don't tell bullshit. I'm deeply scared.
I
and
mean, there used to be
traumatized.
a time where people had private lives, not everything was all out in the open.
Oh, Will has definitely eaten a girl before. Okay, this is only a level of conviction
Tucker?
that happens when you've bitten a chunk of flesh out of somebody.
Tucker and my
You've
fellow
bitten a
friend
chunk
of
out
the
of
show,
Tucker?
Dakota, have been making this joke that I'm a cannibal, all because I love the TV show Hannibal with Mads Mikkelsen.
No,
They've
you
been
just like
calling
you're
me.
just
Gabe,
like a little gay romance, and that's okay, Will. That's
Gabe,
fine.
you have taken one of the great jokes that Dakota and I have against Will and made it public. So now
Hey, and I didn't even know about the joke. That's the great part.
Yeah, no, you had no idea, and you have now exposed the world to this tremendous trend. So
Well, Will, no
bravo.
one's going to stop you from taking Professor Pig. That's all you, big dog. I know you were really big on his work with killing people. So, okay, what am I going to do? What do I want for my last two picks? This is good. The good ones have been taken. I'm going to start by taking Clayface. Clayface is there's a bunch of different versions of Clayface. You have
You're taking Basil Carlo, I would imagine.
You know what? Who knows?
Oh, you're just having fun with it.
I'm taking the moniker Clayface, okay? It's not like it's copyrighted or anything. So no, I mean there's a version where it's a horror movie monster who kills people like Brian De Palma's Blowout, which Tucker gave a 9 instead of a 10. Really would like
Yeah,
him to explain
I saw that.
one.
I saw that. I don't really understand.
I woke up this morning,
Okay.
got out of the shower, saw that, and literally yelled, "That's bullshit."
It was great. It was great. Her voice just really bugged me.
Oh my God.
Wow.
She had a great scream though. She had a fantastic
She did have
She had a great scream.
Great scream. Her voice just bugged me just a little too much. I really tried. And it just just took me out of it.
Tucker, I had Nancy Allen lined up to appear on the show, but she just called me and canceled because she heard what you said. And Travolta also is not coming out of protest, so screw you, man. No, Clayface is awesome.
I was a little worried what Travolta might sell us if we allowed him on the show.
Will definitely would get into Scientology if John Travolta told him to.
I've been to the headquarters in LA.
Church?
Yeah, and you were like, President Cruz, good to see you, brother. When's Mission Impossible 9 coming out? And he was like, don't talk to me. I'm Tom Cruise.
He's a high level. I'm just entry level. I don't have enough money to move up yet.
Nothing Tom Cruise has ever been high level like this. All right. That man is 4'6". And there's a reason he's like hanging on to airplanes because like
Gabe, this is a lot of disrespect towards the president right now.
Yeah, I mean
and I'd still take a fucking bullet for him. But listen, Tucker, we will be building our cabinet soon. Okay. Yeah. All I'm saying is I'm liking Costner. No, we never posted it. We haven't even recorded the episode.
Oh,
I'm liking Costner as Department of the Interior, and I'm thinking maybe give him a shot in the Oval Office. I'm considering other things. I'm sorry.
no.
I'm like Chappell Rowan. Do your own research. No, I'm just kidding. Oh,
Chaperone has got canceled, by the way. She was canceled.
the ally would know. The isn't okay.
She
Yes, Gabe.
Will's like, I don't go to Starbucks, only Dunkin' for me. And we're like,
I
okay,
saw it on
Will.
Twitter. Okay.
Oh, so you
So
believe
She was
everything you see
canceled.
online?
She was canceled because she wouldn't endorse Kamala Harris for president.
Okay. Okay.
Not to
Will,
get political.
do you want to
not
endorse
get
anyone
political.
right now?
I will endorse.
Clayface as
I-
president.
I
And
will
my final
endorse-
pick.
I'll endorse RFK Jr. and his worm.
Tom Cruise is who I will endorse.
Okay. I'm gonna put this one to the group, and I'll see what you guys think after the RFK.
It pops out of his ear from time to time and is like,
It
hey.
speaks to him.
Yeah.
They were
Like he gets a
yeah.
devil, like a little devil and angel action.
Yeah.
With
They
the
were like,
worm.
cheat on the hot lady from Curb Your Enthusiasm. He was like, okay, I guess I will. I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
I actually have a friend who does a very good Robert F. Kennedy Jr. voice. I can't quite justice, but I will have to share it with you guys at some point. I have another friend who does Lou Holtz.
Okay.
That's incredible because you can't.
Can either of them do a Clayface?
No.
So Clayface.
You're gonna have to take Clayface, Gabe.
Okay, let me ask you guys this.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn, is she a villain?
Yes.
Because she's really become a superhero now.
I think if Catwoman is a villain, Harley Quinn is definitely a villain.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would agree.
Here's my other question. Deathstroke, Batman villain.
Yes.
I have him on my list, yes.
Then I'll be taking Deathstroke with my final pick.
Okay.
He is a master of the martial arts. Beating him in Batman Arkham Origins was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. That was just a challenge for me to overcome.
Who's more of a master of martial arts? Deathstroke, Steven Seagal, or Gabriel Joseph Bradham?
Well, that's a fantastic question. Thanks for asking. Neither Deathstroke nor I released the reggae album that Steven Seagal did, where he's like, he opens up and he goes, "Me want the punani," as like the very first line. And while I'm not afraid to do that, I just never really considered that as a possible career avenue. See, Tucker, I'm not really a master of the martial arts. I mean, I am, but I'm more of a street brawler. Okay. I'm the
Okay.
People would call me the Randy Couture of Milwaukee. So it's layers to the shit in the fight game. No, Deathstroke is awesome. Slade Wilson, cool as hell. Yes, Tucker.
Does that mean you're going to be in an Expendables movie?
Oh, you haven't seen the poster for Expendables 5 yet? It's me, Michael Jai White, Michael J. Fox. He's not in the movie much. They didn't let him hold a gun. Alec Baldwin, who they also didn't let hold a gun, and I thought that was funny. John Bernthal, I paid him many dollars to come into the movie. And then who else? Adam Baldwin was in it. Stephen Baldwin. It was me and most of the Baldwins. Will was in it. We didn't invite you. And we got Brian De Palma to direct it. So it was a wonderful time.
50 Cent came back, right?
No, we actually shot him off first thing off screen, and then Mel Gibson comes and he's like, "They could never cancel me." And then I high five him and I go, "Yeah, Mel." So my work in the
is that a Mel Gibson endorsement?
No,
yes, it is, Will. Yes, it is. And you know what, Will?
Okay,
because of my personal background, I can make it, and it's okay. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, Will, I'll be there opening day of Flight Risk. Okay, I'm gonna shave my head just like Wahlberg. Okay, I'm gonna look like the mascot of the San Diego Padres. I'm gonna be there. Okay, essentially, how I'm
Mel
wearing
Gibson,
the hat
Mel
right
Gibson
now.
loves
That's how I'm
to
gonna
hang
have
out
them
with
cut
guys
it.
with shaved heads.
Damn, Will.
This is escalated.
Wow. Okay, Will's coming on the Passion of the Christ 2 pod. I've been thinking about this. The Passion 2 pod is really gonna be me sobbing and Tucker just being like, "This is deeply uncomfortable for everyone." You're like, "I'm fine, man." You're gonna be like, "Nah, dude, you've cried for 30 minutes and talked about your dad 3 separate times, and you're in the fetal position, and this is uncomfortable." And I'm gonna be like, "I'm good, bro. Don't worry about it." So, Deathstroke, he's really cool. He's got swords, he's got guns, he's got an orange and black suit. I rock with that. He's pretty hot. Cool with that. Of all the guys on my list, he's the wood. Because like Scarecrow, you know, the bag on the face thing that makes you think not exactly of a scarecrow, makes you think of that one scene in Django. I don't associate with those people, despite being from Wisconsin. The Joker, I just feel like you wouldn't respect me. Clayface, while it might feel the best out of all of them, considering the clay like texture, I think I would just always know. Yes, Tucker.
I think Don Johnson could really do Scarecrow justice.
Oh my God! Wait, Don Johnson is Deathstroke though. And they'd make him racist in that one too.
Yeah.
Get out here, black man. I mean, Batman.
He's a really good racist.
He
was really super racist in that new movie.
We've
Rebel Ridge, yeah, more like racist Ridge. The Will Larson biopic.
Nope, I'm an ally.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Like I said, for the culture.
On the Rebel Ridge pod, we actually we were power ranking Don Johnson racist performances.
Yeah. Hey, Will, just out of curiosity, why didn't you choose Morehouse for the Masters? Was it just like inconvenient where it's located? You know, was it considered? I don't know, spelling? I don't know. You got a rambling state. You just got to think about these, man. You also have to think about what is going to be your final pick in the draft.
Great segue.
I do have to think about that.
Thank you.
This is tough. This is really tough. I've got my list of sleepers here that I'm gonna pick from.
Condiment Man.
I'm gonna go with Killer Moth.
Oh, that's a great pick.
Killer Moth is awesome.
That is an elite goop pick. He shoots goop.
Killer
got
Moth
a lamp
is
right
so
here,
cool.
Will. I'm gonna get
He's
you.
one of the best video game characters in Lego Batman.
True.
I can't exactly remember, but I think you beat him by like using lights or something. It's great.
Yeah. There's a great one of the riddles in Batman Arkham Asylum is a Killer Moth riddle, and you have to Gabe.
Here I've got everything I need to defeat the Killer Moth. A flashlight. Come here, Mothman. I don't mean to blind either of you two, but I'm just saying this is all I need, and I've got his ass.
He has guns that shoot moth goop.
I've got a basic flashlight. This is all I need.
And he's got a really cool suit. He's got a great suit. He does
have a really cool suit. I will agree with that. But anyway, the riddle, that's not your best look, Gabe. The riddle is there's like dead bodies wrapped in the goop above. They're like wrapped in a circle around one of the encounter areas. It's cool. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. Okay, here we are. The last pick of the draft. Will, as I'm filling out the spreadsheet, I'm noticing you have Killer Croc and Killer Moth. You basically have the killers.
And he's already endorsed Army Hammer, so this is known information.
And the Riddler. He's
true.
All of these, I mean, are which villains don't kill people?
Mr.
Catwoman?
Freeze actually freezes them.
Okay, so that's 2. So the probabilities are that I'm gonna have one that kills someone.
Well, there's not.
It just comes.
You could have taken
Condiment
King. That was your choice.
True. You could have shot some.
I was thinking. I was gonna choose. I ended up with Killer Moth, but I was gonna choose Calendar Man, or you mentioned it earlier, Gabe, Phantasm. So I didn't want to pick it because I thought you might not like it, and I just want approval from you, really.
And I appreciate that. And anything having to do with asms make me uncomfortable and deeply confused, and I just don't know what I'm doing. So it's just like can't do that. But I'm just saying, Will, if you want to be a goop girly, you have to take Condiment King. So Tucker, if you want the goop girly crown, you got to Condiment King it up right now.
I can't take Condiment King. I'm sorry. I'm between two here, and it's more like, do I want to just live up to the, like, just check all my boxes here, or do I want to take a fun one? And I think I'm gonna take a fun one, and I'm gonna go with Man Bat, because
That's an incredible pick, Tucker.
whoever came up with that is a genius. What, like, I just envision the Fantastic Four meme, or sorry, the Fan Four Stick meme, where he's like, say that one more time, and
Yep.
it's just the guys in the Batman writers room, and he's like, man, bat is really scary, and then it's Miles Teller. He's like, can you say that one more time? That's how.
Or it could be that meme, but in the movie Tenet, where they say stuff backwards.
Yes, good point. Good point. Tenet meme. Good point. Gabe, you want to explain the plot of Tenet?
Well, no, I can, but Batman backwards is nom-tab, which
Okay,
sounds like something my grandfather like stacked up in Hanoi in '78. No, we were out of Vietnam by '78. My grandpa was in Vietnam. That's the joke.
Thank you, Gabe.
No,
Anyway,
yeah, of course.
Man Bat, Dr. Kirk Langstrom injects himself with, shockingly, some goop.
Mhm.
And instead of turning into Rob Bob like Gabe and Dora the Explorer's baby in Alien Romulus, he turns into a giant bat creature. One of the great jump scares in all video games by the Man Bat. I personally turned my PlayStation off and was not able to sleep the remainder of the night after that. That was not cool. It was not chill. Rocksteady, go fuck yourselves. Incredible side quests. I love flying around and chasing the bat. It's fun. He makes funny noises. He's like, so yeah, the Man Bat, great villain, and just a very perfect example of the creativity that we talked about at the beginning of the episode. That is the draft. We made it. Way to go, fellas.
Yep.
Folks.
Thank you.
Go check out the social media and vote on the most elite team.
Absolutely. And Tucker,
Or
where is that social media?
The social media is on Instagram.
What's the handle?
The handle is what Gabe is about to tell you.
At Scum Podcast Official. And Tucker, where can they find us on Letterboxd?
They can certainly find Gabe and my accounts, as well as Will's. Will's also on Letterboxd.
Sure am.
And the podcast Letterboxd.
And the podcast Letterboxd, which is
At Scum Pod.
At Scum Pod. Right.
And I'm on Letterboxd at capital G, capital J, capital B, RADHAM02. You can find Tucker at TSEN61. And Will, I don't remember yours. Sorry, buddy.
It's okay. Mine is WILLLAR.
And you can find GJ Bradham on Parler if you're
Truth Social. Yep, I'm cooking up some good stuff there. You can find me on Grindr. Nope, not that one.
I think you have an Ashley. Don't you have an Ashley Madison account as well?
Well, after the leak, I decided their data security just wasn't up with it, which is why I moved over to Truth Social, because they protect our data and they protect our freedom of speech, my brother. So I'm on a lot of stuff. I'm on Mammoth, Kickback.
Okay,
I'm on Epstein-Einder. No, not that one. Guys, always a pleasure to have you. Will, thank you for coming on the show. You are a true friend of the show, and it's always so exciting. And when Tucker said you might be joining, I did actually send the leaning forward meme because and this has exceeded my expectations. Tucker, thanks for co-hosting, buddy, and reining us in. I took a lot of cough medicine before this episode, and I'm just realizing now it might have actually affected the energy I brought to it. But audience, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time on another episode of Serious Cinema from Serious Men.